YouTube post ban list 3 Samurai Skull is back, and we got not 1 good suck, but 2 good suck.
There can only be one winner, and you're looking at him. Let's go.
Post-banless vampires with the double good suck. We are playing the skill Bring It. What does Bring It does? It brings it. It brings the good suck to you. After losing 1,000 life, you could search your deck for Plasma in your draw phase. Add it to the hand. Plasma is so important for dealing with Cocytus. Otherwise, you have no out to Cocytus. So suck up the Cocytus, negate all their monsters. To summon your Plasma, it requires 3 monsters on the field. You tribute your 3 monsters to special summon. So it does not take up your normal summon, and then you could suck up a monster your opponent controls and you gain half of its attack. Now, the even better good suck, the OG good suck, is Vampire Vamp. Vampire Vamp in this deck. If there's a monster bigger than 2,000 attack on summon a Vampire Vamp, or if you normal summon a vampire alongside her, you're going to suck up that monster bigger than 2,000. You're going to gain the full attack. And if she is sent to the graveyard, she will resummon back on the field if she had an equipped card when sent to the graveyard. Nuts. Now, thanks to Samurai Skull coming back, Samurai Skull is just like Kazuki. So with 6, the deck is super consistent. This deck with Samurai Skull and Kazuki, with what they do, they send a vampire from the deck to the graveyard. So turn 1, you are very easily going to set up a turn 2 suck with Plasma, good suck with Vamp, or destroy any card on the field with Grace. That's right, all 3, 2 sucks and destroy any card in the field for next turn. How do you set that up with your Samurai Skull or Kazuki? Well, Skull on summon will send a vampire from the deck to the grave. The vampire you're going to send is likely going to be Retainer. When you send Retainer, you're going to activate Retainer to send a vampire card to the graveyard to summon it onto the field, then activate to lose 500 life. Then search for Vampire Takeover. Now, Takeover says, play your field spell onto the field and special summon a vampire onto the field. So very likely with your Samurai Skull and or Kazuki, which both send a vampire from the deck to the graveyard, you're likely going to have a familiar and or Retainer in the graveyard. So when you activate your Takeover, you're going to lose 500 more life to either search for any vampire monster, which is what Familiar does, or search for any vampire spell or trap, which is what Retainer does, which will trigger your Bring It. Then your Bring It will be able to search for your Plasma. And also, just by doing all those combos with your Trap and Kazuki plus Samurai Skull and Retainer and your Familiar, you're just set up to good suck or Grace destroy any card in the field. Now, what does the field spell do exactly? It gives your zombie monsters 500 attack during the damage calculation only, so it's great for people that don't read your field spell. They'll swing in. It happened a few times. The better thing about this field spell is if your opponent sends a card from their deck to the graveyard, Neo's Fusion, Red Eye's Fusion, it will destroy a card in the field. But we can't depend on your opponent to do that, so we force them to send a card from their deck to the graveyard through the activation of Grace. You declare monster spell or trap, they send that card type from their deck to the graveyard, your field spell gets triggered, get poppin'. It all starts with your Skull or your Kazuki, sending Retainer, searching your Takeover, playing the field spell, then searching your Grace with the Familiar. It all works. It's super duper consistent. Now we are also playing enemy controller. Econ is great in this deck because if you do not open up your Kazuki or your Samurai Skull, you could normal summon or set your Retainer or Familiar, Econ take their monster, take control of it, and then you could activate your Familiar or your Retainer in the graveyard by sending a vampire to the graveyard to summon them onto the field, then search your deck for a vampire spell, trap, or monster. Domain allows you to perform additional summons. The extra deck is useless, by the way, so Domain is great for pop a card, then follow up with a good suck, or the super suck with Plasma. Vampires are back! Love it! You'll love it too! Fools! Focus. Focus. All right, we will Kazuki. That's an Ancients. That is an Ancients, a definite Ancients. Send retainer, summon retainer, send familiar. Activate search for takeover. Set takeover pass. Set up the good suck, set up the plasma suck, set up the suck, suck, suck. It is all set up. Thorfinn versus Thork L. What is this? Card of consonants, I told you. Don't suck me, bro, we suckin'. Thank you, Thorkel, for the Finland Saga opening one, and thank you for this. Last awful, the big suck gameplay is here. How do I D-rank from COG? You don't, you're stuck at COG. Protector, tribute, summon. Let's go. Let's go. Do not tell our opponent that we are about to good suck him. No time for the cutscene, let's go. No good suck if it's Azure Eye Silver Dragon. Damn! Who told him? We could suicide with Grace, pop the back row. I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. Take over. Summon. Yes. Activate. Search for retainer. Obviously sniping. Is it obvious? Whitestone Ancients. Get banishing. We should have waited. We should have waited. We should have played around the Ancients. That was a bit of an oopsie. But we good sucking. We good sucking. Yeah, just go for it. Just go for it. He does not have a blue eyes in his hand. This will work. This will work. Good suck. Come to me. It's good. We good. Attack. Econ. Econ. Okay. Econ. Summon. Vampire Vamp will resummon onto the field. This is not the last of the good suck. We are going for plasma. Back on the field. It's time to bring it. Bring it on. Plasma's here. Plasma's here. Let's go. We got the voice lines. Familiar.
Effect activates.
Activates.
Look and learn.
Look and learn. Look and learn.
Monster. My monster's effect activates.
Activates.
Give me your strength.
Oh, we're getting big.
Special summon a monster.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll grab domain. I'll grab domain.
Give me
Samurai. Skull.
I summon him. My monster's effect activates.
Activate. Activate. Just to summon. This will be just to summon. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Plasma with the good suck. Let's go. Suck him up.
With the life force of all
Rise with
things.
me.
The unstoppable destiny hero.
Unstoppable. Suck 'em! The bloody suck. The bloody suck. From my hand, we're gonna suck 'em. Come to me, Blue Eyes. 3,400 attack. Negate all monsters he controls. Vengeful Rain. All right, let's go. You got nothing.
My turn.
No econ take for game. He already uses econ. We're safe. We are safe. We got this.
This isn't over between us.
Yes, it is. Kaiba, back to Fortnite. Yes. Good sucked Kaiba. All right, we got the plays. We got the setup. This is a setup for Plasma. I'm really liking this deck. Even though the Invoker decks are getting really, really lucky, this deck is very good. How consistently it's setting up for a Plasma or a Grace or a Good Suck. That is versatility. There's something here. I would be surprised if I don't see a Plasma Vampire deck in the next Meta Weekly. I'd say they use Plasma better than Ritual Beast even. Ritual Beast, so many times we see Ritual Beast swinging in just to take damage. This is it. Takeover is going to summon. We're going to lose 500 and then search for Plasma if needed. Nuts. Galaxy Cyclone. All right. This is where we set up the Plasma. Now, the fact that he's taking so long, I guess he's just reading our card. Maybe he's thinking, should he double Cyclone this if it's his first time seeing it? Familiar. Familiar. Get the Grace. Grace plus Field Spell not only destroys a card he controls, but it sends a vampire from our deck to the graveyard so we could further make plays. Set. I'm confident those are double Cyclones. Now, there's a small chance he does not read our Field Spell, and he swings right into Samurai Skull. Right down the middle. Let's go. Got him. Didn't read the card. I knew it. All right. Vampire Grace. Now, I do want to tribute off the Retainer because it will be banished, and then our field's not locked. If we tribute off the Familiar, our field is locked. I can't summon the newly sent Retainer in case we want to summon it. We could do a play. Now, this is good. Grace. Monster. Ooh. I hope that's a Fortress. I hope he summons the Reactor. I hope he summons it. Excuse me. Oh, my God, he did it. My God, he did it. We're going to give him that good suck. We're going to give him a good old sucking. What are we popping? What is that popped card? What's that pop? Ooh, it was an Econ, I told you. It was Econ or double Cyclone. Now, we already performed a normal summon, so the only thing we could do here, we don't have Econ in our hand, okay? The Econ is not there, okay? Here. Econ is out of the hand. Whoops. No Econ. Don't even think about it. Give us Domain. Domain. 500. Vampire Vamp. 1, 2. Suck 'em. Yeah, buddy. Good suck is here. Yes. Fool. Back to Fortnite.